This is action in the dressing room, behind the scenes, before play number 2. We're all very excited. Well, 3 if you include dress rehearsal. We're all very excited because this is the night where we all shine because we have a reviewer here from, or so we hear from some great newspaper or something like that.
Really?
So, yeah, so this is going to be an amazing show. And notice as I spray my hair.
One of these
whoa, I'm stepping in front of it. Hi, whoa.
Being one of the leads, he is generally of the belief that when press is around, he's better.
This is a family here.
What? What's a salt lick? Salt lick? It's a bigger lot of salt.
Oh,
it's like for a horse to shut him up.
I get it. No, it's like a, oh, I get it. Right, and they come from Salt Lake City, right?
In this play, we all do things together. Like this, I do makeup. My co-cast member.
Thank you, Rob. That's so kind of you. And I undress him after the show. You want me?
Oh, it's still embarrassing for me, though.
After the show, we're gonna give out our official listing of the rankings of the best butt.
Oh, you guys are so cruel.
You guys can do it too.
Intelligence to oneself, and one is
Right? Not right.
you'll let me a
Right.
of the twinkling girl. What every wish be that intelligence to oneself, and one is
Right.
you'll let me
Right.
of the twinkling girl.
Stop the floor.
Get down there,
What kind of cabin boy you go there now?
She's been with barbecue sauce. Oh, and with barbecue sauce. Open with barbecue sauce. Open with barbecue sauce. news! Great news! His Majesty's eldest daughter, Princess Zara, who left our shores 5 years since to go to Canada, is on her way home again, having achieved a complete mastery over all of the elements that have tended to raise that glorious country to her present position among civilized nations.
Then in a few months, Utopia may hope to be completely modernized?
Absolutely, and without a doubt. Princess Zara has been studying at McGill University while monitoring Canada's political climate and noting its social and cultural attributes.
But why Canada, of all places?
Well, it's a complicated and extremely interesting story, really. The king had originally intended to send Princess Zara off to England, as the most recent newspapers to reach Utopia from abroad indicate that England is the greatest, the most powerful, the wisest country in the world.
True. And besides, the London Times is a fine paper. This morning's issue just arrived on my doorstep.
January 7th, 1893. Hot off the press, barely 100 years old.
Not bad service, really, considering our mailmen have to swim 2,000 miles of shark-infested waters to bring us news from the modern world.
Not like a
Anyhow, to
$10
continue with my complicated and extremely interesting story. Just as we were about to send the princess off to England with a final tally-ho, Tune Corporates rule Britannia, the McGill Daily declared that Victorian operettas are politically incorrect. We called for all of them to be rewritten. And so, off to Canada, Princess Zara went. And from Canada, she will soon return with the knowledge to launch Utopia into the modern world.
We are very well as we are. Life without a care, every want and need supplied by a kind and fatherly monarch who, despot though he be, has no other thought than to make his people happy. What have we to gain by this great change in store for us?
What have we to gain? Modern institutions, modern tastes, and modern fashion.
The modern is agitated because everyone there has to think for themselves. Here we have no need, as our monarch anticipates all our wants, and our political opinions are formed for us by the journals to which we subscribe. Oh, think how much more brilliant this dialogue would have been had we been accustomed to exercise our reflective powers. They say that in Canada, the conversation of the very meanest is a conversation of impromptu epigrams. Stop! That's all right. I am surprised at you. Are you not aware that His Majesty, in his despotic acquiescence with the emphatic wish of his people, has ordered that the Utopian language shall be banished from this island, and all communication shall henceforward be made in English or French? It is a part of His Majesty's AAA, the Anti-Anachronism Act, which clearly states that using an archaic South Pacific language in a land on the verge of modernity is anachronistic.
Yes, I am perfectly aware of it. Although, allow me.
What is that for?
Oh, why, I've recently been appointed public exploder to His Majesty. And as I'm constitutionally nervous, I must accustom myself by degrees Consequently, when I want to let off a little steam, I have no alternative but to say
What is your reason?
this. By our Constitution, we are governed by a despot, who, although in theory absolute, is in practice nothing of the kind. He watched day and night by two wise men, whose duty it is, upon his very first lapse from political or social propriety, to denounce him to me, a public exploder, and it then becomes my duty to blow up His Majesty with dynamite. Now see. Then, as some compensation to my wounded feelings, I reign in his stead.
Yes, after many unhappy experiments in the direction of an ideal republic, it was found that what may be called a despotism, tempered by dynasty, provides, on the whole, the most satisfactory description of a ruler, an autocrat, who dares not abuse his autocratic power.
That's the theory. But in practice, how does it act? Tell me. Do you ever see the palace sweeper?
Never heard of it, then.
I'm not surprised, because His Majesty's agents always buy up the entire edition. But my Aunt Joanne is in the publishing department, and she has supplied me with a copy. Well, it actually teems with circumstantially convincing details of the king's abominable immoralities. If this high-class journal may be believed, His Majesty is one of the most Heliogabalian profligates ever to disgrace an autocratic throne. And do these wise men denounce him to me? Not a bit of it. They wink at his immorality. Under the circumstances, I really think I am justified in explaining it. I don't care. The situation demands it.
Ah, Scapio, I think you once told me that you have never loved?
Never. I've often marveled at the very influence which weaves its rosy web about the faculties of the wisest and greatest of our race. But I've yet to be subjected to this singular fascination. Oh, find it. There is that within me that tells me that when my time does come, the convulsion will be tremendous. When I love, it will be with the accumulated fervor of 66 years. But I have an idea. A semi-transparent being filled with inorganic pink jelly. And I've yet to see the woman which approaches within measurable distance of it. All are opaque. Opaque.
Keep that ideal firmly before you, and love not until you find her. Though but 55, I am an old campaigner in the battlefield of love. But believe me, it's better to be as you are, heart-free and happy, than as I am, eternally racked with shuddering agonies. Oh, Scapio, the Princess Zara returns from Canada today.
My poor boy, I see it all.
Oh, Scapio, she's so beautiful. You smile, but you've not seen her. She left for Canada 3 months before you took office.
Tell me, is your affection requited?
I do not know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I think it is. And then come these torturing doubts. I feel sure she does not regard me with that with indifference. For she could never look at me without having to go to bed with a sick headache.
That surely is something. Oh, come, take heart, boy. You are young and beautiful. What more could maiden want?
Oh, Scapio, remember, she comes from a land where every youth is as a Greek god. And young and strapping lumberjacks float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia, hopping from tree to tree.
Be of good cheer, boy. Marry her, so your fancy fills, and be sure that love will come.
And you will recruit me in this?
Why, surely, silly one. What have you to fear? We have but to say the word, and her father must consent. Is he not our very slave? Come, take up. I cannot bear to see you sad.
Now I may hope indeed. Scapio, you placed me in the very pinnacle of human joy.
Let all your doubts be wing. Our influence is great. It's paramount, not easily to hesitate. With heart, you think that he will not the ring that must be like this. He will hold it on with
This home is with
this home.
This home is with this home. It is, you say, a home is with a home is observe the dance, which I enjoy, when I by chance go mad with joy. With sentiment, does this express? With sentiment, does this I'd like to say the word and know the maid is mine. I do not choose to read and I will wish to use the lovely right to include the news. The king desires the royal shoes, then woe betide. 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 Then royal shoes, then woe betide. Then woe betide.
I want you standing there whenever I do. Tell a friend what it implies. Outside, yes.
dictate on our will. But as it is our royal, moderate our royal, to whichever wind may blow, what fun it was contradiction, and how unruly monarchy we probably shall never know.
No, no, what is monarch will still never, never know.
My subjects all, it is your wish emphatic that all Utopia shall henceforth be modern upon that glorious country called Canada. To which some would add, not Quebec.
It is.
That being so, and you insist upon it, we have arranged that our two younger daughters, who have been finished by a Canadian lady, a good and brave and grand Canadian lady, shall they be exhibited in public, that all may learn what the modern standpoint is looked upon as lady perfection. Unrepeated daughter.
How fair, how modest, how discreet, how bashfully demure. See how they blush, as they've been taught, as is publicity unsought. How Canadian and pure, how Canadian and pure.
Discretion not in this nor that to cover more and show out that you make them come. That we got you make them look. We love the friends who act and free, we act and stand and smile and play and wear all the modesty of the what could young ladies want to be? He's heard the kids of tropical and long and jazz and soul. We have heard of evil work in idiotic brains. And so to cut the noise we get our music taste and to bring us it's full of songs that we and them. Unless the words are changed, so we will be the perfect song and marry in your name. A melody of grace and swing exactly like the rose. A kiss from number 2.3 and just like Uncle try to be said, I'll tell you the first thing we must every day just go.
young and active, he may seem a little shady. She'll inspire, he'll rank higher, when she finds he's rich and cool. And smiling, though their interest seldom mingle, she will talk to him politely, he bought lightly, and before his social minions and recite his strong opinion. She will love him if she can, for he seems such a fine young man. Sweet, country club credentials, and his husband no potentials. There could be no better man than to marry the fine young man. With his country club credentials, and his husband no potentials. There could be no better man than to marry the fine young man. His intentions are not mental, just some bits of social data, like his frat house, which is that house, labeled something data. Let me see, smiling sweetly, she will put his heart and feet. She will give him smiling greeting, till then pushing is completed, till then pushing is completed. Then will come a dozen roses and a ring when he proposes, or a fine sweet mother, then the absolutely mother. She will honor and obey in the heart she's got to play. Oh, Elections ended in 10 minutes days, 'twill be repeated in the marketplace.
I requested Scapio and Sanders to be so good as to favor me with an audience this evening. Ah, here they are.
Your Majesty wishes to speak with us, I believe.
Yes.
You needn't keep your crown on our account, you know.
I beg your pardon. I always forget that. Odd, the notion of a king not being allowed to wear one of his own crowns in the presence of two of his own subjects.
Yes! Bizarre, is it not?
Most quaint. But then it's a quaint world.
Teams with quiet fun. I often think what a marvelous thing it is that you are blessed with such a keen sense of humor.
You know, I find it invaluable. Do what I will, I cannot help looking on the humorous side of things. Or properly considered, everything has its humorous side. Even the palace keeper. See here, another royal scandal by Junius Junior. How long is this to last by Phoenix Senior? Where goes royalty by Mercury Nate? Where is the public exploder by Mephistopheles Fire? Where was all these outrageous attacks from morality written by me at your command? One of the funniest things that have come within the scope of my experience.
Besides, apart from that, they have a quiet humor of their own, which is simply irresistible.
Not bad, I think. Despite its French and Celtic. The really are not the pleasant. That's my line. such a good subject. A bad king, but a good subject. A capital heading for next week's leading article. And then the stinging little paragraphs about our royal goings-on with our cleaning lady. Delicately sub-acid, are they not?
Oh, my dear king, in that sort of thing, no one can hold a candle to you.
But the crowning joke is that comic opera you've written for us, King Buck, or A Loony on the Throne, in which that wonderful tenor burlesques his personal appearance and gives grotesque imitations of his royal peculiarities. It's a mess.
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Now, I've not the least doubt, but even that has its humorous side, too. If one could only see it. As a rule, I'm pretty quick at detecting latent humor, but I don't see where it comes in. In this particular instance, it's so horribly personal.
Oh, personal? Of course it's personal. But think of the antithetical humor of the situation.
Yes, I don't think I've quite grasped that.
No, you surprised me. Just think. During the day, thousands tremble at your frown. During the night, thousands roar at it. During the day, your most arbitrary pronouncements are received by your subject with abject submission. And during the night, they shout with joy at your most terrible decrees. Why, it's not every monarch who can enjoy the privilege of undoing by night all the despotic absurdities he's committed during the day.
Yes, of course. Now I see it. I was sure it had its humorous side, but it's very dull of me not to have seen it before. But as I said just now, it's a quaint world.
Teams with quiet fun.
Yes. First you're born, and I'll be bound you'll find it done. Strangers round you. Have no cries when you are baby. Where's my parents, which may think me talk in silence, no reply. Tell me, baby, what is why? Father bright about the lightning, mother smile, but not too brightly. Doctor mumbling like a something, nurses busy, lazy something. Every symptom tends to show you're decidedly the throat. Ho, 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 ho. Thirsty symptom, it's broken, but a minute it's not okay. You get the and you'll discover what you need to be another. Some young lady is presented, perhaps but well connected, to feel for love is not, and the queen of fairy kind. Though she has a lightning face, her face unbrought, bright is her royal family tree, all the kingdom, all the green. Bridal's not the maiden woo, so you take her and she'll take you. Ho, 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 ho.
Don't be gaming, never cease until your leaving time be through. On your way you blindly through, and it might be the joke you bring
Can you say to time progresses, doubts your temper, things your tresses?
Fancy then her chain relaxes, breaks off accent, so I hack. Betty Queen no longer young, Betty Queen has got a tongue.
To it has probably intruded right now, feeling just like you.
There a source of care and trouble, just as you were only double.
Comes at last the final stroke.
Time has had its little joke.
Ho, 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 ho. It's a dream of process. It's your breathing never slow. That's it when we score it. And that's the joke.
Betty gives a white bed silver in your breathing never slow. That's it when we score it. Just feel then the joke is over.
All very well. I always like to look at the humorous side of things. But I don't think I ought to be required to write libels on my own moral character. Naturally, I see the joke of it. Anybody would. But Zara's coming home today. She's no longer a child, and I confess, I should not like her to see my opera. Though it's uncommonly well written. And I should be sorry if the palace peeper got into her hands. Though it's certainly smart. Very smart indeed. It's almost a pity I have to buy up the whole issue. It's rather too good to be lost. And Miss Sophie, that blameless type of perfect woman. Great heavens, what would she say if that cleaning lady business happened to meet her pure blue eyes?
My monarch is soliloquizing. I will agree.
No! Pray, don't go. Now I'll give you 50 chances, and you won't get too much thinking of.
King, it is an old, old story, and I am well nigh weary of it. Be wanting time for my heart, I pity you, but I am not for you.
But hear what I have to say.
It's useless. Listen, in the course of a long and adventurous career throughout the world, it has been revealed to me that I exercise a weird and supernatural power over all men in authority. So irresistible is this singular prophecy that there is not a world leader who has not implored me, with tears in his eyes, to quit his country and take my fatal charms elsewhere. The list is endless. George, Fidel, Francois, and Gordy. Oh, poor Gordy. Well, as time was getting on, it occurred to me that by descending several pegs in the scale of morality, I might qualify Your Majesty for my hand. Actuated by this humane motive, and happening to possess morality enough for 6, I decided to confer morality enough for 4 upon your 2 younger daughters. But although I have, alas, only morality enough for 2, as I gather from the public stress of this country, a considerable balance is in my favor.
Damn! May I ask how you came by this?
It was handed to me by the officer who holds the position of public exploder, Your Imperial Majesty.
And surely, Miss Sophie, surely you're not so unjust as to place any faith whatsoever in the irresponsible gabble of the society press.
I read on the authority of Phoenix Senior that Your Majesty was seen dancing a tango with your cleaning lady in a particularly shady grove. That is untrue.
Absolutely. Our cleaning lady only has one leg.
Ha! How do you know that?
Common report, I give you my honor.
Maybe so. I further read that Your Majesty indulges in a bath of hot rum punch every morning. I trust I do not lay myself open to the charge of displaying an indelicate curiosity as to the mysteries of the royal toilette. When I ask if there is any foundation to this statement.
None whatever. When our medical advisor exhibits rum punch, it is as a draft, not as a fomentation. As for our bath, our valet sprays the garden hose upon us every morning.
Ah! Great! Very unseemly details. You are a despot! Have you taken any measures to slay this scribbler?
Well, no. I haven't gone so far as that. It's the poor devil's living, you know.
It is the poor devil's living that surprises me. If this man lies, there is no recognizable punishment that is suitable enough for him.
That's precisely it. I am waiting until a punishment is discovered that exactly meets the enormity of the case. I'm in constant communication with the Mikado of Japan, who is a leading authority on such points. And moreover, I have the ground plans and sectional elevations of several capital punishments in my desk at this very moment. Oh, Miss Sophie. Objected to your heavenly way. Oh, ethical grace. My brain is turned completely obscurely now. No monarch about whatever the monarchy
But though you would believe me, say what you will, these paragraphs still remain a contradiction. Come crush me, this contemptible world. A forcible term is he that fails wrongly. Some reigning and reigning and say, as Your Majesty
I admit that forcible term
We are the Royal Mountain Men. The rocky west to the salty deep, we have done our best in the very deep. With the proudest play on a 30 deep, we've had our day, we have done our deep. But things are not what things were then, and we are the Royal Mountain Men. Mountain Men, Mountain Men. Oh, we are the Royal Mountain Men.
Empire is not what it once was, and that Victorian operetta is now slightly less popular than the music of Bryan Adams, Anne Murray, and
Stop it, Tom Connor.
Therefore, seeing that Utopia's desires be brought into the modern world, we are now open to the virtues of Canada and hope to model our backward society on all that is distinctly Canadian. We trust that you will not criticize too severely such shortcomings as you may detect in our semi-barbarous society.
Sir, I have eyes for nothing but the blameless and the beautiful.
We thank you. He really is very polite. So Miss Sophie, please do not leave us.
Sir, your children are young and so far innocent. If they are to remain so, it is necessary that they be at once removed from the contamination of their present disgraceful surroundings. Stomping Tom Connor, indeed. Ah!
They really shouldn't. Captain Durite,
Sir.
your Mounties appear to be receiving a troublesome amount of attention from my compatriots. I know how strict the RCMP is, and I should be extremely distressed if anything occurs to shock their Canadian sensitivity.
No, there's no chance of that.
They won't be offended.
Sir, they're quite hardened to that sort of thing. They get a good deal of a standing sentry on Parliament Hill.
Then it's Canadian, is it? Then please proceed, everyone. Distinctly Canadian. Come, my daughter, we've much to say to each other.
Farewell, Captain Durite. I cannot thank you too emphatically for the devoted care with which you watched over me during our long and eventful voyage. Our gallant, naughty, brave, and true, a simple for your word
Tell me, Scapio, is she not beautiful? Can you wonder that I love her so passionately?
No, she's extraordinary, miraculously lovely. I haven't got a singularly beautiful girl.
Oh, I knew you would say so.
What exquisite charm of manner. What surprising delicacy of gesture. Why, she's a goddess. A very goddess.
Yes, she's an attractive girl.
Attractive. You must be blind. Entrancing. Enthralled. Intoxicating. Oh, God bless my heart. What's the matter with me?
Yes, she promised to help me get her father's consent, you know.
Promise, yes, but the convulsion has got, my dear boy. It is she, my ideal. Husband! Stop me! We're going mad! For the love of God!
Scapio, compose yourself, I beg. The girl is perfectly opaque. Each of us is helpless without the other. You can't succeed without my consent, you know.
And you dare to threaten it? Oh, I'm grateful. When you came to me palsied with love for that girl and implored my assistance, did I not unhesitatingly promise it? This is the return you make. Out of my sight, Ingrid. Dear, what is the matter with you?
Oh, dear me, I'm afraid we're interrupting tete-a-tete.
No! You come very appropriately. To be brief, we love you. This man and I, passionately.
Sir!
And you don't know how we are to settle which one of us is married. Sarah, this is very awkward. I am paralyzed by the singular radiance of your extraordinary love. I know I am incoherent. I was never like this before. I shall be fluid.
Dear Captain, you're right. What shall be done?
Leave it to me. I'll manage it. Gentlemen, it's a common situation, so why not settle it in the Canadian fashion?
Canadian fashion?
What's that?
It's very simple. You see, in Canada, when two men are in love with the same lady, and until it is decided which man is to blow out the brains of the other, it is provided by the Rival Admirers Consolidation Clause Act that the lady shall be handed over to an officer of the RCMP. He is never to hand her back over to the survivor in a good condition of responsible wear and tear.
Wear and tear and damages by fire accepted.
Exactly.
Well, that seems pretty simple. What do you say? Shall we entrust her to this officer of the RCMP? It will give us time.
I am not at present in a condition to think it out coolly, but if he is a member of the RCMP, and, the princess...
Oh, alas, dear sir, I have no other alternative under the Rival Admirers Clause of Consolidation Act.
Then it's settled. It comes with so much things over.
round, as by the ladies thrust and bound. I hold the lady's face and sound in trust for evil rival, until you clearly justify my feet or pistol by and by, with gentlemen's ravers to die. And which prefers survival?
He's clearly understood around that fight and being cut about the other day. He'll take us down his front for either rival. Until we clearly testify by God of what will by and by which men so misery to die. And which prefers survival?
If I should die and he should live, you without reserve again.
Young and sensitive and horror, she died next son.
If he should live and I should not likely no kind of pain, but what you should not if you wish, try to stay young, affection. If I die, what you done, you done,
Until a white flag is there in a tent, the day to twain I represent. Now please, sir, got nothing low. Your people as it were engaged to marry. Now take it that I represent the two. On that I promise this, what would you do?
What would I do? What would I do? In such a case, upon your chest, my flashing grace, I think myself, then perhaps I might demurely say, I find these very price a story in the wind.
Your tender caress is at its best when finding a place for toil finesse. Then the badges bright are torn away, and I reserve the right to hold you if I may.
In such
Your
a
tender
Oh, I'm glad we are. I wanted to speak with you very seriously. Do you know this paper?
Oh, yes, I have seen it. Where in the world did you get this from?
Miss Sophie? My sister's tutor?
Miss Sophie's an angel, but I do sometimes wish she'd mind her own business. It's rather humorous.
I see nothing humorous in it. I only see that you, the despotic king of this country, are made subject to the most scandalous insinuations. Why do you permit these things?
They appeal to my sense of humor. It's the only really comic paper in Utopia. I wouldn't be without it for the world.
If it had any literary merit, I could understand it.
Oh, it has literary merit. Oh, distinctly, it has literary merit.
My dear father, it is mere ungrammatical twaddle.
Oh, it's not ungrammatical. I can't allow that. Unpleasantly personal, perhaps, but written with an epigrammatical point that's very rare nowadays. Very rare indeed.
Why do they represent you with such a big chin?
Yes, it is a big one. Why, in the cartoons of a comic paper, the size of your chin always varies inversely as to the square of your popularity.
Then you must be at a tremendous discount just now. Now, I see a news notice of a piece called King Buck, in which an amateur tenor has the audacity to personate you on the public stage? My dear father, if you were really a free agent, why would you permit these outrages?
Zara, I admit I'm not altogether a free agent. I'm controlled. Nominally a despot, I am, between ourselves. Merely the helpless tool of two unscrupulous wise men who insist on my falling in with all their wishes and threaten to denounce me for immediate explosion if I remonstrate.
Oh, my dear father. Now listen to me. Listen to me. With a view to remodeling the social and political institutions of Utopia, I have brought with me 6 representatives of the principal causes that have tended to make Canada the happy and blameless country which the United Nations declares it to be. Now, place yourself unreservedly in the hands of these people, and they will help you to reorganize your country on a footing that will enable you to defy your persecutors. They're all freshening up after the journey. Shall I introduce the
How can I thank you? I'll consent to anything that will release me from the abominable tyranny of these 2 men. What ho! Without there, stuck on my cord without an instant's delay.
I've cut the CBC. And when I finish strutting and the steps remain, I bought another pair of shoes and tried it all again. Yes, yes, yes. And when he finished strutting and the steps remain, he bought another pair of shoes and tried it all again. Eureka, Eureka, Eureka. sing on right. I come to tell a tale for you. Across the galaxy I flow, for Klingon sings unusual song. Directed movies on my own, and even helped to write a few. Now I was born Canadian, and most would say in Earthbound land. To Hollywood I went to make my name. Now loving fans will let me be, and students make a hard something to name a building after me. Yes, I never wanted fame. Wonder how? No, never. Wonder how? Hardly ever. Hardly ever wanted fame. Then you reach out to